It's crazy, though, isn't it? I mean, we can hear the exact same thing and then hear something completely different. How many of you have husbands and you tell them to take the trash out and put the dishes away and they hear, have a beer and take a nap? Yeah.
Now, if that was a man up there and he said something like, how many of you have wives and you tell them to do the laundry or cook dinner and they hear, sit on the sofa, watch soap operas and eat bonbons, am I right? The audience reaction wouldn't be laughter, it would be, ooh, like he crossed the line. So let's compare and contrast. Woman tells a man to do something and he doesn't do it. She is not portrayed as sexist for telling him to do those things, but he's portrayed as lazy for not doing them. However, if a man told a woman to do something, she wouldn't be portrayed as lazy for not doing those things. He would be portrayed as sexist and demanding for telling her to do anything. So basically, men are to take orders from women, otherwise they are lazy, and you are allowed to joke about that kind of thing. But if a man ever told a woman what to do, he'd be a sexist pig, and that would be taboo to joke about. Welcome to part 26. In this installment, I'm going to focus on the double standard on how violence against women and violence against men are portrayed. You'll notice that violence against women is portrayed as something to be taken very seriously, whereas violence against men is something to be joked about. It's your standard men are evil and women are victims mentality you constantly see. To show you what I mean, watch how these next batch of commercials portray violence against women.
Thanks for keeping your mouth shut.
Thanks for minding your own business.
Come on, show me the good ones. Thanks for not telling my girlfriend. Said that to me.
Hi!
Thanks for not telling anyone.
When you do nothing, you're helping him. But when you do something, you help her.
Thanks for telling the bartender.
Thanks for stopping him.
Thanks for telling HR.
Thanks for getting help.
Who will you help? Stop sexual harassment and violence when you see it.
Another thing to note here is the evil men being portrayed in this ad are all white. But of course, the guy at the end of the video who's looking all sympathetic to the girl's situation is black. So this one was going for the double whammy of being both sexist and racist.
Open the door, children dear. Your mother is here and has bought something for each one of you. But the little kids take from the front voice put in the wall. We will not open the door, they cried out. You are not our mother.
Le récit de l'action, voici le fait de la compréhension
And I was lucky my uncle didn't say anything.
These mountain killings in those areas will get some snow. Everyone else in the world.
You know, it is possible for boys to be sexually abused. Yeah, believe it or not, that has happened before. But of course, this ad only portrays a female victim. Here's another advert for the whole men are evil and women are the poor innocent victims.
If I hadn't missed that call.
If I hadn't gotten into that car.
If I hadn't opened that door. I might be alive today.
I might be alive today.
I might be alive today.
True stories of ordinary choices and deadly consequences.
And another.
You'll show him how to spell his name. how to tie his shoes, to play ball, and to share. Make sure you show him how to respect women.
So it says violence against women is wrong. They would be more inclusive and use fewer words if they simply said violence is wrong. But they didn't do that, because apparently only violence against women is considered horrendous. And as we'll see later on, violence against men is treated as a harmless joke. Of course, boys are told to respect women simply because they're women. If this ad told a little girl to respect men, then the SJWs would be all over that saying how sexist it is, and there would be a huge backlash over it. Apparently, men don't deserve respect.
What is that? It's a rape whistle.
The Canadian Women's Foundation, moving women and girls out of abuse and poverty and into confidence.
Yeah, moving women and girls out of abuse and poverty. But to hell with you if you're an abused or impoverished man, you're on your own, pal. So we've seen how violence and abuse of women in the media is portrayed. All these ads had a very serious tone to them. Now let's see what kind of tone the commercials will have when the violence and abuse happens to men. Like this one called Mate Rape.
I never saw it coming. Greg was one of my best mates. I thought it was just a boys' night out in the town. I was wrong. He was supposed to be my mate. One in 10 Australian males have been affected by mate rape. Mate rape. It's not what mates do.
A lot less serious, I see.
Which one of you ladies would like to be my costume for Halloween? I'm going as dude, having awesome sex with you.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Tommy?
Whoa, ladies, all right? He was just trying to be nice, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell's wrong with the world where a guy can't even whistle at a chick just to tell her she looks hot? I mean, how else are people supposed to meet people?
I recently took a women's studies class. Yes, because it was a requirement, but I learned a lot anyways. Like the culture that says it's okay for a man to objectify a woman for her appearance is the same culture that pressures girls as young as 10 to have eating disorders.
Objectifying is really just a fancy word that attempts to make women look like the victims. But all that's really happening is that a woman is being venerated for her appearance, meanwhile they are demonizing male sexuality and shame the guy for it. I mean, God forbid a member of the opposite sex finds you attractive and lets you know. I guess this women's studies class she took did a good job of training her to get insulted at things that should be taken as flattery. And guess what? If you don't like the guy, you can just say, no, that's not my thing, and go about your merry way.
So you're basically saying I'm the one responsible for making you look hot? You're welcome.
There is a killer on this campus murdering women. When you treat us like meat, you're no better than him.
Yeah, so there's an actual murderer on the loose, and we have this guy coming on to you telling you that you're hot. Yeah, I see no difference between those two at all. One is clearly just as bad as the other.
You're gonna tell us to smile now? Call us sweetheart?
Actually, yes. It's kind of my signature move.
Yeah? Well, this is mine.
You bitch.
Hey, that's my sister, and she's no bitch. But I am.
Those cotton balls do not provide much energy, do they?
So it isn't okay for him to come on to you, but it is okay for you to kick him in the balls and beat the shit out of him for it. And not only is it okay, but it gets a standing ovation. What if it was the other way around? What if a sorority girl went up to a group of guys and she said the exact same things to them? And the guys responded in the same way by kicking her between the legs and beating her up. We definitely wouldn't see a standing ovation for that. So basically, it's more of a crime to offend a woman with words than it is for a woman to physically assault a man. The rest of the ads in this video are about men's balls.
Don't ever talk like that again.
These next two ads are for Trident.
4 out of 5 dentists surveyed would recommend Trident to their patients who chew gum. But what about the 5th dentist?
Now then, would you recommend Trident for your patients who chew gum?
Yes.
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 There are many theories, but one thing's for sure. Great-tasting, sugar-free Trident helps fight cavities.
4 out of 5 dentists surveyed would recommend Trident for their patients who chew gum. But what about the 5th dentist?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
One thing's for sure, long-lasting Trident is good for teeth.
Lastly, we have Katherine Heigl and how she hates balls.
Hi, I'm movie star and Maxim 100 member, Katherine Heigl. Many people may know that I work with the Jason Deebus Heigl Foundation, promoting animal causes, specifically the neutering of dogs and cats. A lot of people say to me, Katherine, you promote neutering so much, you must really love animals. And I'm like, yeah, they're okay, I guess. But the real reason I'm so pro-neutering is I hate balls. I really do. You're probably thinking, oh, she's just being cute. She must mean tennis balls or yoga balls. Nope, I mean testicles. Terrible, terrible testicles. Unfortunately, I can't cut the nuts off human men. Yet. So I've dedicated my time to the neutering of dogs, because that's legal. This is Jazzy. He's 100% adorable. That's because he's been neutered. Before, he was only 98% adorable and 2% dangly, disgusting balls. Seems like an improvement to me. Won't you join me on this quest? Balls are... Oh, God. I'm sorry. I just pictured them. I've prepared a list of the pros and cons of nuts. Let's start with the cons, shall we? They're jiggly. They look awful shaved.
Mine look great
Size
shaved.
Fluctuates unpredictably. Of course, they look awful unshaved. They're crinkly and wrinkly like an old Muppet. Hitler and John Wayne Gacy came from them. And so on and so on. This is, of course, just a partial list. Now, on to the pros. Bam. There are none.
Again, it's interesting how a woman can get away with joking about how she hates certain parts of the male anatomy.
Oh, yeah! To be clear, I don't hate men. Heck, I don't even hate penises. You're okay by me, little guy.
Oh hey, isn't that man being objectified? According to Scream Queen's logic, I guess he has the right to beat the shit out of Katherine Heigl now and get a standing ovation for it.
Did you listen to me, crotch plums? Katherine Heigl is coming for you. You better watch out, because when I rule the world, snip, snip. Oh, yeah, God. That felt great. So do your part to help fight the good fight against balls, thigh knockers, and jockey jockeys. Have your pets spayed or neutered. And go to IHateBalls.com for great anti-ball merchandise. And absolutely no nut pics. I promise. Please text SNP to the number 20222 to donate $5 or text FIXIT to the number 20222 to donate $10 and help us support spay-neuter programs that save lives by preventing more pets from entering our shelters. Message and data rates may apply. We accept no responsibility for any mental or emotional harm this video has caused by making your picture balls.
Hey, Katie Cakes.
Yeah.
Just thinking about going out with the boys tonight, and I'd really love to have my balls back.
Oh, honey.
Zinger.
That's twice in 1 week.
Yeah, it's just for one night, baby. Come on. Come on, just for one night.
Oh, well, all right. Lucky you're so cute.
Thank
Hey.
you so much.